speaking of skipping part of the program, I should now say that also Bolin has still been active since you've been out of commission, Alice. And
this does not surprise me. You cannot keep a person like that down.
But there's something, usually we don't know whether we're going to have a little bit of Bolin or not on any given program. Sometimes it just pops up that way. But in this case, but bear with me here for a second because I'm gonna explain this. I almost feel like I'm trying to make a kid make the medicine go down with a little sugar here. He wants to leave apparently a very important decision in the Bolan household, the Bolan family. He wants to put it up for a vote for the Cult of Cornette members and even us, you and me on the show here. And I've gotten wind of it. I hadn't got the whole story, but I know that there's been a debate. The family is split and divided, and he wants some help. So we're going to talk to him today about that subject, and we're going to put it up for votes amongst the Cult of Cornette members and the listeners of the Jim Cornette Experience, and even you and me. That's what we're doing.
Well, it's nice to be part of stuff. I like to be included.
At least if we can try to help in some way, we can try to help this completely dysfunctional family. I mean, my God, they make fucking the Honey Boo Boo clan look like the Osmonds, ladies and gentlemen. The Bolan, if we can help them in some way make any kind of proper decision in their life, just ever. If they had ever come to a point, a fork in the road where they could go right or go left, and there was a 50% chance that they'd be right just for dumb luck, and they just never do it. Maybe we can make this one time this happen. What do you think?
Anything's possible, but I think some folks are beyond our help. Might be above our pay grade here at the Experience, but we'll do what we can.
Without further ado, I think we should play his music.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he is now on the line, the inimitable Star Maker Bolan. Star Maker, are you there?
I'm here, man. You're lucky I'm making time for you today. These beats by Bolan are flying off the shelf. I'm processing orders as I'm speaking to you. I'm what they call multitasking, Jimmy. I know you actually don't know much about that.
I heard there was a problem with your supplier because of international treaties being rescinded, and we'll talk about that later on, maybe. But I've told the people,
Apple's causing me some trouble, but we're fighting around it. I think we're gonna win this thing.
The reason why you're getting this segment on the program today is because there's a very important topic being bandied about in the Bolan household, and you want the Cult of Cornette's opinion on same. And so I would like you to recount for the people the conversation that's been going on in the Bolan household here recently.
I actually called you about this very important thing because Mal Bolan was extremely upset about it. Sometimes you were a man of reason and ration, and I thought that possibly that you could cast the deciding vote, but even you seem split on this. And I said, well, Jimmy, let's go on the show. Let the people decide. You know, my fans, your fans, and Alice's fan, whoever that is. And they can all
my lovely husband. My lovely husband.
Yeah. They can all pitch in and help me decide this. Mal Bolan, you want me to explain it from the top?
Yes, explain it from the top because I want people to have an unbiased opinion. Hear it from your own two lips. However many lips you've got.
I've only got two. Basically, Mal Bolan, as you know, I have been trying to get out of here for the better part of a year and 3 months. More on that in a little bit. My sister has controlling interest of June. Little baby June, you remember her?
Baby June.
Little baby June. She has recently had the baby Ishtar. You're familiar with baby Ishtar?
Baby Ishtar, Little Ish.
Little Ish.
Are you right?
I quit smoking. I'm trying to give it up. My mother has an insurance policy she's been paying on for several months. She pays $53 a month.
Now, what kind of insurance is this? Is this life
insurance policy? That she took a few years ago, and apparently, she's 75 years old, and the insurance policy only pays $8,000. Well, she is very set in being buried. She wants a nice coffin. She wants a tombstone. She wants a plot. She wants to be buried next to her father in Newcastle, Kentucky, by way of eminence. And we've added this up, and it's going to get quite expensive. She's only got $8,000 to throw into this thing. My sister is a bit of a shady person anyway. I can't possibly imagine. She's the type of person that can get $8,000 on a tax check and be broke next week. She's not frugal with her money, is what I'm trying to tell you. And I don't trust June to spend that $8,000 wisely. So I come up with a solution. And I said, Mom, why don't, because you're going to be dead and gone anyway. And so being as you really have no say in the matter, instead of being buried by Grandpa and the beautiful plot and the nice casket and all,
because how much is that going to run, by the way?
Oh, if we were to get her all that, we were probably looking in the neighborhood of about 20 to 30 grand, and that's an awful lot of money to spend on a dead person.
It's amazing how much it costs to die.
You could probably do it realistically for 10 the way you'd do it, but still, you'd be a couple of grand.
Well, for what she has requested, but you're right. If we kicked in maybe $1 grand a piece out of me and June, we could cover the difference. But she should have took out a bigger policy. Maybe she should have added accidental coverage on it, because accidental is normally what? That's double indemnity, right? I used to be in the insurance business.
Well, what if it's not an accident?
Oh, it'd be an accident. Don't worry about that.
All right. Well, what's your solution to this whole thing then?
My solution was, and I'd heard this on from some various friends of mine, is that it's far more cost effective to have them incinerated instead of buried. You got all the funeral costs.
Wait a minute. Incinerated or cremated?
It's cremated, you idiot. You incinerate the trash.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Have her incinerated. And because I've seen trash incinerated, it don't come back. I don't know about cremations. I've seen what they've done with the Undertaker. I've seen the urns. I've seen what they've done with Paul Bearer.
Jim, we need to have a talk with Kenny about wrestling.
And incineration. Incineration seems to be a more surefire way. And I've done my homework. Incineration costs about $400 less than cremation.
Why don't you just get a barbecue and put her in the backyard and?
Well, because I don't know the proper temperatures, I don't know the settings, and how embarrassing would it be if I personally try to incinerate her myself and I don't get the job done right?
So essentially, you don't want to undercook Mom.
And all you got's a charbroiled mall Bolin in the backyard. That's not going to look right. That's not good for family business.
They would send Ma Bolan back from the picnic if she was too rare. You have got to be out of your mind. You are saying to me,
but hear me out. Hear me out. If we incinerate her, that's the maximum $800. And I know some guys around here that are big fans of mine that I think will get it done for under $400. I think about $390 is what they quoted me.
And heck, you don't need an urn. You can get a coffee can.
For $390, you stole the words out of my mouth, Alice. You're almost smarter than you look. For $390, I can have her incinerated. And then she starts saying, well, what about the cost of an urn? An urn costs what? No, you'll go on a Maxwell House can. And as you know, I do the logos on the Beats by Bolan headphones. You know, my headphones that are such a success worldwide. By no way this is a plug for Beats by Bolan headphones. Just to let you know that the logos I put on those headphones can easily be put on a coffee can. And instead of saying Maxwell House setting up on my mantle and everybody wondering, is that coffee, is it whatever, I'll have Mom put on it. And then I had to overrule than that. She managed Jerry Lawler against me at Six Flags. She's a third-generation manager, the only one in the history of professional wrestling. She deserves better. So we will have Ma Bolan put on that coffee can. Instead of Mom. Mom's so generic. Could be anybody.
Oh, would you just
I'd like to think that you don't have anybody's mom on your mantelpiece. That's
well, I mean, if we have her incinerated, I'm just not going to, she's scared of ships.
You just
we can't take her out and throw her in the ocean.
Just stop talking. Just 1 second. Stop talking. First of all, you're not.
You called me to talk.
It's not incineration. You've got me It's not incineration. It's cremation. The debate you are legitimately having in your home is whether Ma Bolan should be buried or cremated, and you are telling me that this woman who's lived for 75 years and who has a few short years left probably with you around as a son taking care of her, wants to be buried, and you, because of the price tag, are wanting her to be cremated, and the family is split on this. Where does Biscuits and Gravy stand on this? Your brother?
We haven't really informed him yet. He hasn't served his sentence. June has housed Ma Bolin for some period of time. This is her third stint with me, Fern Creek, Dogwood, and now over here at, well, I'm not going to divulge where I live now because your fans and everything. And here, and I've served 3 sentences. June has served a couple of sentences. My sister Dina,
there's been a period of time where she's lived with you, is what you're saying.
Yes, a sentence. And
the point that I was making was
Timmy John's never served a sentence, so he really has no say in this matter. He doesn't know what it's like to wake up with her every day, to watch The Price is Right every day, to watch In the Heat of the Night every day, Texas Walker Ranger every day.
I do not think, though, that the poor woman deserves to be sent off to her eternal reward in the manner in which that she wants to go rather than being incinerated.
Well, I would agree with you if she took out a larger insurance policy, but the tightwad old bag is paying $53 a month for an $8,000 policy, and that's just being very disrespectful and thoughtless to the rest of the family, a.k.a. me and June, because now we're going to have to divvy up and pay the rest of the money to put her in the hole in the ground that she wants to be in. And I don't go visit funerals, man. I don't go back to the tombstones.
You don't go visit funerals.
Once they're gone. No, the funerals, the cemeteries, the seminaries, whatever they are. I don't go to those seminaries. And then they're depressing. And what I like to do is once they're gone, they're gone. Let's move on. And that's how I'm viewing Ma Bolin. But if I have her incinerated and put in the Maxwell House can with Ma Bolin logo on it, she'll be around forever. And the way I want her to go, she can't watch Texas Walker.
Texas Walker, the Jolly Ranger.
That's what old folks in Texas used to get around. They're Texas Walkers.
She claims, listen to this shit. She claims that she met Chuck Norris in a drive-through at the McDonald's she used to work at in LaGrange, Kentucky. She said Chuck Norris pulled through, and she's telling that story to everybody like it's a true story. Well, it turned out it was true. He was appearing at the LaGrange Reformatory to do a bit. And turned out I called her a liar for all these years, and it was the one time that we documented she actually told the truth.
So the point is, we're putting this to a vote, right?
Well, yes, that's what I want. I want the Cornette fan. I've said it earlier. I want everybody to chime in. I think my fans outnumber yours by a little bit on this show. And Alice, have your husband vote. He's welcome. And let's get a vote: incineration or burial.
I don't think there's any reason to call now for a vote because you realize what every single human being is going to say. They're going to say, let the poor old woman be buried the way she wants to be.
I know what Alice's husband will say. He might say that because he's probably misguided and doesn't know a whole lot about Ma Bolin. My fans know what misery I've been in for the last 1 year and 3 months. And that misery ended yesterday, by the way.
Well, Kenny, have you considered donating her to science? It's free.
Don't give him any ideas.
Yeah, well, it's free, but if they come up with some weird shit, can I get money out of it? Will they pay me?
No.
I donated the body.
No.
That's the meaning of
it's like how you can't sell organs.
Hence the word donate. Yeah, fuck that.
Look at here, you just got rid of the poor woman yesterday. You finally, after 1 year and 3 months, you ought to be happy. You ought to want to give her something because you finally got her out of your home, and apparently at a profit. How is this money changing hands?
Well, what we're doing is, as you know, my little girlfriend Lena over in the Philippines, she's been trying to come here for quite some time.
Yeah, I'm sure she has.
I did not want Lena coming here with Ma Bolin in my tiny 1-bedroom apartment. It was just
I can't imagine you would. No.
My mother has commandeered my living room. She's taken over my sofa, my chair, my ottomans, my big screen television, my surround sound. And there's just not room for a 24-year-old little Filipino girl to come here and join us. Somebody had to go.
So it's down to a 75-year-old mother or a 24-year-old Filipino mail-order bride.
Well, I wouldn't call it that. I mean, we've known each other for 4 years, and they're not going to ship.
How many times have you met? Let's depart
over here
from the bit here. Let's depart from the bit. How long have you known this girl? 4 years.
How long have I known her? About 4 years.
How many times have you actually ever met her in person?
In person, 4 times.
How many? What?
4 times.
When did you go to the Philippines? You lying bastard!
I did.
Yeah, get out of this. Get out of this.
She used to
fighting motherfucker.
She used to fly over here with her aunt and visited my friend. Hang on, what's his name? My good friend. So many names going through. Charlie. Yeah, Charlie. Charlie and his wife Che. Charlie married Che. Che was good friends with Lena in the Philippines.
Oh,
Che was good friends with Lena's aunt, and Lena used to come over here with her aunt. But Charlie's brother broke up with Lena's aunt. Charlie's brother broke up with Lena's aunt, so they didn't come over here no more. So we've mainly communicated by Skype and by email
mainly
for the past 15 months.
You've never been in the same hemisphere with this girl.
Not me there, no, but she has been here.
I've never heard this before. This is completely.
I didn't know that it was going to elevate the way it did. I just thought that I was visiting this young lady, and then one day she tells me she loves me, and she wants to marry me, and I can't blame her. I'm quite a catch.
How long has it been since I've heard this story? The ending may have changed.
And I'm not much on American women. You know that.
Well, all right.
Alice ruined that.
Let's get off of our tangent. The point is, Bolin.
You are an American woman, aren't you, Alice?
Technically speaking, yes.
Well, technically.
American.
So why are you hammering me so far? Just because you're stuck with an old bag that you met God knows how many years ago that's basically used up all her usefulness. I get a nice young one over here from a foreign country, and you're wanting to give me a hard way to go. Damn you. You're as bad as my cat Sylvester. I can get no goodwill out of anybody.
You pedophiliac. Well, wait a minute.
Pedophilia, she's 24.
Well, yeah,
I'm 54. It's a mere 30 years.
30. All right, well, and I want to talk about...
She loves me for my experience and knowledge and goodwill.
Shut up. I want to talk about your cat in a second, but we didn't finish Bolin. You got rid of her, but you had somebody pay... Some way or another, you got paid to get her out of the house, somehow.
Well, what I don't understand is we're trying to bury or incinerate Bolin, but you're focusing your time on burying my little girlfriend, Lena. That's sacred ground right there. Don't you do that. And plus, her grandmother agreed to send me $400 a month for kind of a maintenance and keep-up fees to have her over here.
You're
billing I was losing money
from the Philippines?
I didn't bill her. They offered her uncle and her grandmother offered $400 because they said, well, if you kick your mother out, you're going to be losing rent. And I said, yeah, I'm going to be losing $290 a month. They said, well, we'll reward you for that. We're going to pay you $400. Send your mother wherever. So I'm going to profit $110 a month. and that ain't bad these days. $110 a month goes a long way with me.
So where is Bolin gone?
A place that you will remember. She has been sent to Rolling Hills Trailer Park in LaGrange, Kentucky.
Oh, that's not that place.
She's living with my fourth cousin, Melissa Fink. Melissa Fink was the one that was born the same time as June. And when you and I were children, teenagers, we would put the babies in a crib and let them fight it out. See, even then, you were a fight promoter. You wanted to see a good fight as long as you weren't in it. And you used to have June and Melissa fight each other in a crib. And then hand it to June. I think June was undefeated. I think she went 9-0.
Well, regardless, that's that old trailer park that there's not even gravel roads. It's just mud.
The funny thing about it is I don't recall any cocks being in that crib, but yet you were still a pretty good promoter.
Oh, all right, Al, we've already done that bit. So your cat...
Wasn't a bit. It's a true story.
You've got rid of Bolin, so you've got the two giant black dogs, and you've got the cat of doom.
I'm glad you said dogs. You scared me there for a minute.
Cat of doom. The cat of doom.
Sylvester. Oh, you want to hear that story? You want to hear what happened there?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
What? What are you laughing about? Because you know a little bit about this story. There's nothing funny coming up here. This is very sad. Well, apparently you didn't think so.
I'm sorry. Just continue on without me. The cat
Okay, well, I'll continue without you. Here we go.
You didn't even get the oldest superstition in the world. You got that backwards.
Sylvester the cat, who I have, is 16 years old. I got a little confused on cat mythology, so I was taken aback by what had happened. I think Sylvester figured out we were shipping off Bolin. Sylvester loved and adored Bolin because Bolin's a cat person. I'm not. I'm a dog person.
Yeah.
But yet I've had this cat for 16 years. So it's evident that Ma Bolin's gone. She's got only a few hours left here. And I'm sitting on the sofa, and all of a sudden, Sylvester the cat comes over and lays on my stomach and lays his little head down. And he cuddles in, and he goes to sleep, which that cat has not shown me an ounce of affection in 16 years. I can feed it. I can let it in from the cold. I can water it, but the cat will not show me an ounce of affection. Ma Bolin can say, "Come here, cat," and the cat is there with its paws up, ready to do tricks. Won't do shit for me. So now, all of a sudden, Ma Bolin's leaving, and the cat comes over and lays its head on me and showing me love and affection. 2 hours it lays there. It gets up, I'm thinking, okay, there, that's it. The cat's gone. Well, the cat turned around, laid its head on my shoulder, wrapped its paws around my neck, and started nuzzling me and kissing on me, and laid its head on my shoulder and went to sleep for another 2 hours. I said, well, my God. The cat.
And just the fact that you were stationary enough for 2 hours not to wake this cat up.
Well, total of 4 hours. It laid its head one way for. Well, I was watching television.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And hell, I don't want to be disturbed while I'm watching, in the heat of the night and Texas Walker. So the cat is all snuggled in, and then I started thinking, wait a minute, cats know when they're going to die, and that cat, now that I'm shipping Ma Bolin off, is depressed. It's begging me to let Ma Bolin stay, and the cat is telling me it's going to die tonight. And then it hit me. I had it backwards. Cat mythology says that cats can predict when humans die.
Yes.
And they cuddle and nuzzle the human that they think is going to die.
Yes, you're
so
done.
What happened is the cat, Sylvester, was calling it shot. It was predicting me to die 2 nights ago. And I was, frankly, to be concerned. I said, well, the cat's never loved on me in 16 years. It's loving on me now. I'm doomed. I'm not going to wake up tomorrow. So I was scared to go to bed. So finally, about 8 a.m., I lay down. I take a chance. I got 8 a.m., I lay down. About 2 o'clock, fortunately, I wake up. The cat was wrong. The cat blew it. But the cat got me back. The cat was so pissed that I woke up. You know what it did? You don't even know this. The cat vomited on my surround sound system.
What?
Threw up on it. Yes. The cat vomited, threw up cat food on my, after I bothered to feed the damn thing, threw up what I gave it on top of my receiver, and then the bile and all that nasty shit fell down in my receiver, shorted it out, and now I don't have surround sound. So if it couldn't kill me, it decided to kill my surround sound system, which is going to run me about $399 thanks to that fucking cat. So let's guess how long the cat's going to live after today.
Just the fact that you have cats vomiting in your appliances in your home.
It's the only time it's ever done it. 16 years it never vomited on any of my equipment. I kicked Ma Bolin out, and well, I didn't kick her out. I mean, she's got a home. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong.
No, you stooged yourself.
But no, I mean, I shipped Ma Bolin to a new place of residence is what I meant to say.
And
I'm
the cat puked in your
story.
The cat puked in your receiver.
My surround sound receiver and has ruined it. It is not working. It won't power up. So now I got to go online here in a little bit and find me a new surround sound receiver, and I've only had this one for a couple of years.
Well, that's a good idea for you to do. Anyway, so basically we've made the point, I think, abundantly clear that you want feedback from the listeners on whether poor Ma Bolin should get what's coming to her or not, depending on your viewpoint of it.
Absolutely, and I'll abide by whatever the fans say. And we'll look at your twits and tweets, and we'll look at mine, and of course Facebook /StarMakerBolin, and you can email me KennyBolin@MSN.com. That's also the same place that you can order your Beats by Bolin headphones by PayPal. My PayPal is KennyBolin@MSN.com. The popular set right now, Jimmy, you're going to love this, is the 3 for $99 deal I got going. You can get 3 sets of Beats for $99. You get free earbuds and free microphone cables with that, a value of $65 thrown right in.
Are we finished?
You might even want to order.
We are finished.
We finished with you. Yeah, play that funky music, Alice. Thank you very much.
Whoa. No, there ain't no time to play no music. I got more stuff I want to cover. I want to talk